Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and Restless official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to Wednesday, March 26th spoilers for The Young and the Restless, Claire Newman and Kyle Abbott cause havoc, and Sharon Newman will deliver some unsettling news to Traci Abbott. Traci will first go to the coffee shop on Wednesday's YNR program, where she will speak with Sharon in a highly insightful exchange. Traci will inquire about Sharon's current condition because she received updates from Kyle regarding the hostage situation at the clinic. That will reveal some disturbing information on the ordeal of Sharon and Phyllis Summers. Traci will become increasingly aware that the kidnapper must be connected to the clinic-related texts on Alan Lauren, also known as Martin Lauren's phone, as she gains more knowledge. Traci should be appalled since she believes Alan kidnapped Sharon and Phyllis. Traci will realize that she might not know Alan as well as she believed. Traci will begin solving this Martin swap mystery and make some frightening predictions after she finally comes to the conclusion that Alan might be someone else entirely. At the same time, Jack Abbott and Nikki Newman will run into each other at Society, where they will argue. Since Victor Newman is the root of Abbott-Newman rivalry, Nikki and Jack's most recent argument will undoubtedly stem from him. They'll think outside the box in some way with Kyle and Claire. What type of mischief will Claire and Kyle cause? According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, they will start breaking the rules. To date, Diane Jenkins Abbott has kept the Abbott estate makeover a secret, but Claire and Kyle might sneak in for a sneak peek. That's a violation of the rules, at least Diane's regulations. Naturally, there's also a chance that Kyle and Claire will violate some of the rules in other places on the canvas. There may be a romantic pastime that calls for Claire and Kyle to slip somewhere they shouldn't be. If Kyle and Claire's mission to break the rules is connected to that plot, there's even a potential they'll become entangled in all the Alan chaos. In any event, Wednesday's YNR episode will see Claire and Kyle go a little crazy, so check in to see what they end up getting into. Here are spoilers for Tuesday, March 25th, 2025's episode of The Young and the Restless. Fans should anticipate some alarming news for Devin Hamilton Winters in tomorrow's episode. This might be related to Victor Newman's association with Aristotle Dumas. Now, let's begin discussing what will happen in the upcoming CBS soap opera episode. Aristotle and Dumas's relationship. As Michael Baldwin revealed a previous relationship between Dumas and Victor, viewers watched Monday's broadcast. Given that Victor and the man appear to have a lengthy history together, Dumas is most likely not Billy Flynn's new role because the actor is too young. Additionally, Victor seemed to be a little nervous around this unknown man. This Dumas man is definitely not to be taken lightly. Read more, learn what transpired in the most recent YNR episode. The finding of Lily Winters. Speaking about Dumas, Victor gives Lily Winters important information. Michael no longer believes that Winters is the target of Dumas. The former DA seemed to believe that Damian Kane's relationship to the Winters family is merely a coincidence. Of course, it's also possible that Holden Novak and Damian are unaware of Dumas' actual motivations. That might ultimately result in Victor and the Winters family forming a shocking alliance. Victor might propose an alliance once Lily receives this potent information. Alternatively, the patriarch of Newman might want Lily to do something in return for the information he just revealed. Warning signs of Devin Hamilton Winters. According to spoilers for tomorrow's episode of The Young and the Restless, Devin will learn some disturbing information. This probably has something to do with what Victor tells Lily. Although viewers are unfamiliar with the name Dumas, it appears that everyone in Genoa City is aware of this enigmatic figure. Billy Abbott's phone had a name that even Sally Spectra appeared to remember. Returning to Devin, he might be concerned that Lily is becoming involved in a risky circumstance. March 25th, 2025, Tuesday. Fans should also anticipate this important conversation between Phyllis Summers and Sharon Newman. The two women are teased to be in an unfamiliar situation. Will there be any benefits to this conversation, or might it only make things more bizarre or intense? Sharon appears to be recuperating well from the kidnapping, but Phyllis is a different story. However, Phyllis is not only shaken by the event. Additionally, Red is unsure about how she should feel right now and what she should do with her love for Sharon. Let's wait and see what occurs next. What is the plot that you are most excited to see? Post your ideas in the space provided for comments below. Don't forget to keep watching the CBS or Paramount Plus soap opera to see what happens next. After Phyllis Summers finds out a secret, Sally Spectra will seek Billy Abbott's confession, according to The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of March 24th to 28th. Here's what YNR fans should anticipate from Victor Newman's upcoming announcement. Victor will start by updating Michael Baldwin on his past interactions with Aristotle Dumas, which included a mild business dispute. Victor will be concerned by Aristotle's current objective because he and Aristotle used to compete for firms. Victor will devise a trap that might entice Aristotle out into the open since he will be able to detect trouble. Devin Winters and Lily Winters will be involved in Victor's plan, but if he discovers what's going on, Devin might not want to be involved. It appears that Aristotle will temporarily have the upper hand, even though Victor usually stays a few moves ahead of the game. Aristotle may also be the person Billy spoke with on the phone in Paris, as he will contact Billy via telephone. In any event, when Sally sees the name of Aristotle Dumas as the caller, she will become intrigued. Billy should eventually have to evade some queries as a result. During a heated discussion with Nick and Summer Newman, Phyllis will lose her composure, but they will not give up on helping her. It will be somewhat helpful as Phyllis begins to process her experience and talks openly with Sharon Newman. Later on, though, Phyllis will still feel the urge to hide in the park from her family. Billy will want to help Phyllis, but it appears that she will believe that her current best course of action is to work. Following Billy's disclosure of his covert Aristotelian scheme, Phyllis has an opportunity to comment and provide guidance. Conversely, Sally can feel as though she isn't being informed. Sally can encourage Billy to confess to her as well by reminding him that he stated he didn't want secrets between them. Sally will discover that Billy lied when he said he was letting go of his revenge goal after hearing about all the Aristotle drama. It appears like Sally will force Billy to acknowledge that he still wants the Newmans to pay. Kyle Abbott and Claire Newman will break the rules and do something bold together, while Jack Abbott and Nikki Newman find a reason to argue. Victor will later make an announcement that surprises his loved ones. Will this be connected to Victor's Aristotelian trap or another scheme he has in mind? He will engage Chelsea Lawson in a friendly argument about his favorite chips once more while they indulge in some home bliss with Adam Newman. Sharon will provide Traci Abbott with some clues at the coffee shop that will enable her to make sense of Alan Laurent, also known as Martin Laurent. It appears like Traci will suspect that Alan is actually Martin and that he was in charge of the entire kidnapping operation at Havenhurst because she will mourn at his deceit. After Traci tells Jack about it, he will try to protect his sister and make some unsettling guesses about what Alan might do next. Naturally, if Alan runs across Ashley Abbott in Paris, another sister might be in danger, so that's something to consider. According to spoilers for The Young and the Restless, the week of March 24th to 28th will see some shocking developments, so stay into the CBS serial opera. According to spoilers on The Young and the Restless, Phyllis Summers and Billy Abbott will most likely reunite. He assisted her and Sharon Newman in escaping their horror at the Havenhurst facility, and all signs lead to these two Abbott Communications co-workers starting a new romance. However, what will happen to Sally Spectra if she unexpectedly finds herself without a partner? Anger of Phyllis Summers. It's clear that Phyllis still has resentment towards Sally. While some of it might be about her romance with Billy, others might set up a more extensive plot. How annoyed would Phyllis be if she were to win Billy back and end his relationship with Sally, only for the other redhead in Genoa City to end up dating her son, Daniel Romalotti? For Phyllis, it would be like a huge kick in the butt. After all, Daniel is her kid, but Billy might become her man. According to his mother, Sally could never be on par with Daniel if Phyllis believed she wasn't suitable for Billy. Daniel Romalotti needs to move on. Having said that, Daniel needs to move on. Although it would take years to grieve for Heather Stevens in the real world, fans would like seeing the character in another romance in Genoa City. Daniel and Sally might make an intriguing and captivating couple. As a clothes designer and interior decorator, she is rather eclectic, which is similar to Daniel's artistic abilities in painting and video game development. Unquestionably, though, his mother would object much to Sally being in his sphere of influence, and if Phyllis meddles in Daniel's affairs, the hostility between the two women could explode. Sharon's chilling revelation to Traci, the Allen facade crumbles. At Crimson Lights, Traci Abbott stirred her tea absently, her smile fading as Sharon Newman slid into the booth across from her. The shadows under Sharon's eyes betrayed the trauma she'd endured. "Traci, gentle Kyle told me about the clinic. How are you really?" Sharon's hands trembled around her mug. "It was calculated. Whoever took us knew everything, our histories, our triggers. They wanted us broken." Traci's breath hitched as Sharon described the oxygen rigging, the psychological games. Sharon, leaning in the freakiest part? They called Phyllis Red. Like someone from her past. Traci's blood ran cold. Alan's text read secure. "Proceed." Traci, whispering "Oh my God." The pieces snapped together, Alan's erratic behavior, the clinic alerts, his sudden Paris trip. Martin. Traci's realization, internal monologue "I'm engaged to a ghost." Kyle and Claire's rule-breaking escapade, trouble in the Abbott mansion. Claire Newman's smirk was downright devilish as she jimmied open the Abbott mansion's patio door. Kyle, grinning "Diane's gonna kill us." Claire, wicked worth it. Inside, they gawked at the half-finished renovations, Diane's surprise for Jack. But Claire's fingers grazed a hidden safe behind a painting. Kyle, grabbing her wrist That's way past rule-breaking. Claire's eyes gleamed, or exactly the kind of trouble we need. Foreshadowing, the safe contains Alan/Martin's blackmail files, tying them to the kidnapping. Jack versus Nikki, the Newman-Abbott Cold War reignites. At Society, Nikki Newman's martini clinked as Jack Abbott loomed over her table. "Jack, icy, tell Victor to back off. His intel on Dumas is stirring panic." Nikki's laugh, sharp funny. "I recall you exploiting Newman's secrets for decades." Jack's jaw clenched, "This isn't business. It's Lily's life." Nikki's mask slipped, just for a second. "Victor's protecting all of us." Subtext, the real war isn't Abbott versus Newman, it's Genoa City versus Dumas. Devon's alarm bells, the Dumas conspiracy deepens. Devon stormed into Lily's office, Victor's file in hand. "Devon, Dumas owns nothing? Then why's Damien his puppet?" Lily, grim because we're the real target. Victor thinks Dumas wants Chancellor Winters. Devon's phone buzzed, a blocked number. "We're being played." Twist, the caller is Kane Ashby, whispering, "Dumas isn't who you think." Phyllis's breakdown, "I don't know how to not hate you." In the park, Phyllis shredded a leaf, her voice raw. "Phyllis, I need my hate, Sharon. It's who I am." Sharon, soft, "Then who saves you from it?" Phyllis's tears fell. "No one." Their society toast later was less celebration than surrender. Phyllis, raising her glass to not stabbing each other. "Today." Billy's betrayal, the quid pro quo call. Post-sex, Billy crept to the balcony, dialing Dumas. "Billy, hush, the quo is ready. Just keep Victor off my back." Behind him, Sally's shadow loomed. Cliffhanger, her fist clenched around his discarded shirt, Dumas' number scrawled on the cuff. Victor's endgame, the trap for Dumas. Victor's study was a war room. Michael Baldwin traced Dumas' holdings on a map. Victor, he's a ghost. But ghosts leave cold trails. Plan, use Lily as bait at Chancellor Winters' gala. Michael's warning, what if Dumas wants to be found? Alan/Martin in Paris, Ashley's peril. In a dim Paris flat, Ashley Abbott stared at a syringe labeled Project Phoenix. Alan's voice, "From the shadows, time to finish what Martin started." Flashback, the real Alan's corpse hidden under Havenhurst. Daniel and Sally, the forbidden spark? At Crimson Lights, Daniel Romalotti sketched Sally's profile. "Daniel, you're way out of Billy's league." Sally's bitter smile, "Tell Phyllis that." Foreshadowing, their kiss, witnessed by a livid Phyllis. Rating, 9.5/10. Wednesday's episode was a masterclass in slow burn tension, with Traci's horror and Billy's deception standing out. Only flaw, Abby's continued absence. MVP, Sharon. Her quiet strength anchored every scene. Line of the night, I'm engaged to a ghost. Traci, realizing Martin's deception. Want me to expand on? Phyllis's therapy session, full PTSD breakdown? Victor/Dumas 90s corporate war, flashback episode? Claire's dark turn, her secret alliance with Alan/Martin? Devin Winters and Lily Winters will be involved in Victor's plan, but if he discovers what's going on, Devin might not want to be involved. It appears that Aristotle will temporarily have the upper hand, even though Victor usually stays a few moves ahead of the game. Aristotle may also be the person Billy spoke with on the phone in Paris, as he will contact Billy via telephone. In any event, when Sally sees the name of Aristotle Dumas as the caller, she will become intrigued. Billy should eventually have to evade some queries as a result. During a heated discussion with Nick and Summer Newman, Phyllis will lose her composure, but they will not give up on helping her. It will be somewhat helpful as Phyllis begins to process her experience and talks openly with Sharon Newman. Later on, though, Phyllis will still feel the urge to hide in the park from her family.